Minutes. Hello, everyone. This has been a long day, but I would like to give you my opinions as well before we close up. The previous question is actually not my topic, but I would like to give you my thoughts on that as well. So let's not mix up civil society organizations and official organizations. So official organ
Büyük ihtimal yarın çıkacağız buradan. Yarın geç kalırsam salı günü görüşeceğiz inşallah. Tamam, sağ olasın.
Şahide Sayın General Şahide ilave olarak bir cümle.
In addition to what the retired Major General mentioned, the higher number of civil society organizations we have, we will have a lot more consultations in societies, and this will, on the other hand, help official organizations to come up with more policies. Of course, it is up to states and governments to implement these policies or not. That's up to them. That's up to the states and governments. As academics, as the public, as civil society organizations, we have to attach importance to coming up with new ideas. Of course, parallel thinking is important. We have justice, we have equity in the public. Been in attendance of the conference since 9 a.m. So I've been following every presentation since then. And I've had a half an hour conversation with Mr. Tanrıverdi as well. So even though it's the weekend, it has been a pleasure to be here with you. So two things that I would like to note again. Ensuring safety and security using law enforcement like the police and the gendarmerie. So as you know, they use physical materials, physical devices to maintain security in our world. So these topics from afar look actually as a mosaic, but there are little pieces in this mosaic, and each and every piece is important in itself. For that particular reason, I would like to congratulate everyone for choosing these very important topics. There is a moral side to the Congress as well. We have the human factor involved. So sociology and social sciences are the two fields that are involved in this issue, of course. So maybe in another conference, I think we can dwell more on sociology. So I think, five more minutes. So we need to ensure correlation between city security, urban security, and also human rights. As you know, back in the day, we had city walls. We had walled cities, but they are now in the past.
İlah faktörünü unutuyorlar. Yani inanç ve iman faktörünü unutuyorlar. O yüzden yeni firavunlar ve ilah
we need to talk about our faith as well. Our faith definitely helps us in ensuring safety and security. But first, we need to improve the morality of everyone. Humans are moral creatures, so they are responsible for their acts. So what do we mean when we say humanitarian security? It has four pillars: a right to life, and then right to feed our souls morally, and also we have the right to freedom. This could include right of expression, right to exercise of religion. So these are the pillars of humanitarian security. If we do not have that framework in place, then we cannot progress. So without right to life, we cannot talk about food. Without food, we cannot talk about being free from fear. If we are not at peace in terms of our morals, we cannot talk about peace and welfare. And if we do not have freedom, then we cannot talk about our physical security. Now, there are different perspectives, because establishing a city is not only about having patrols, having law enforcement present. We need also education, we need training. So that's why in each and every city, we need education, we need more training. We have university in each and every province in our country, and we are responsible for improving the existing situation. Of course, we might get criticized by the public, but the criticism is there in developed countries as well. What I'm trying to tell you is that if we improve human rights in cities, and if we turn our cities into Medina, for example, if we can turn our cities into cities of human rights, then we can improve, and then we can talk about other technologies. And some threats will actually be lifted automatically if we have peace, if we have welfare, then we will have more energy. And in order to ensure the peace of city, we need to safeguard the right to life. And for that, we shouldn't be violating the fundamental rights and freedoms. So we need to take care of our neighbors. We need to come up with principles, because we have an important history, we have examples that we can benefit from. We have the Holy Quran, we have the Sunnah to take example from. So we have the strength to take those as an input and adapt them to today. If we have unity and if we have solidarity within the country, the crime rates will go down to zero. If we have peace in the city, we will have fraternity, we will have solidarity. If the people are free, people will be able to express themselves freely. People will not be hypocrites. They will think of others. They will not be egocentric. They will be focused on the society rather than themselves. Of course, this is a bit more like a philosophical approach, but this is possible. 4 years ago, we didn't think that we had the technology to produce unmanned aerial vehicles. We had believers back in the day, but the majority of the public didn't believe that this could happen. So this is not a dream. These are important opinions which are related to our topic. So I don't need to list more of these examples. You are all familiar with all of them. One last thing is that we need to have moral and educational plans focused
President and
humans. When we do that, the other problems will solve itself, because when people are at peace, then they will focus themselves on creative thinking, on innovation, on technology. If you have welfare, if you have prosperity, and if you have peace, we can achieve much more. And the security union among Islamic countries is an important idea. Aside from security union, we need collaboration on judicial affairs as well. So from that perspective, I think that I would give 10 out of 10 points to this conference. I would like to thank everyone for organizing this event and for handpicking these important topics. And I would like to thank the speakers as well. So this has been a fruitful session. One last thing to close up. So as the security deputy president of the security center at the police academy, my ideas do not bind the police academy. These are completely my own academic views. I am of the opinion that religion, health, education, internal security, economy are very important, and in these fields we have to take into consideration the benefit of the entire country. So we have great examples